Take a look at the vibrant, incredible colors of these cookies. You might assume a modern baker achieved these bright colors by pouring an entire bottle of expensive liquid food coloring into their dough. But this weathered recipe card reveals a completely different, brilliant baking hack from the 1950s. Welcome back to Handwritten Heritage Recipes. Today we are opening the archives to preserve a mid-century classic and exploring exactly how post-war bakers used a brand-new pantry staple to create perfectly flavored jewel-tone treats. But this weathered recipe card reveals a completely different, brilliant baking hack from the 1950s. The authors started their base with 3/4 cup of shortening and a 1/2 cup of sugar. To bind it, the record shows they used 2 eggs and a single teaspoon of vanilla. For the dry mix, the card notes 2½ cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt. But the true magic of this artifact lies in the single, unexpected ingredient written in the top right corner: 1 box of Jell-O. What makes this recipe so historically fascinating is the creativity. In the 1950s, boxed gelatin was booming in popularity. Housewives quickly realized that dumping a package of dry Jell-O mix straight into their cookie dough was an inexpensive, foolproof way to add intense, concentrated fruit flavor. More importantly, it provided a vibrant pop of color without adding any extra liquid that would ruin the texture of the flour. The archival method noted here is incredibly simple. Roll the bright dough into small balls, place them on a greased sheet, and flatten them gently with the bottom of a glass. Baked at a high 400 degrees until just set. The final result is a cookie with a beautifully crackled top and a soft, tender bite. It is a playful, nostalgic treat that perfectly captures the optimism and colorful aesthetic of mid-century kitchens. So many vibrant variations can be had. You know, even though this recipe comes from the 1950s, it still works just the same today. Those bright colors, that little fruity pop, that soft, chewy bite, nothing about that has changed. That's why these cookies are so lovely for birthdays, holidays, school parties, or just a Saturday afternoon at the kitchen table. And truly, they're simple enough to make with little hands helping, letting everyone choose a flavor, roll the dough, and watch the colors come to life. Same recipe, same cheerful results, and still a sweet way to bring family together. If you value preserving the past, please like, share, and subscribe to help our food archives grow. Let's keep these recipes alive. Thank you for sitting with me today. It is such a joy to bring these vintage 1950s recipes back to life with you. Keep your ovens warm, and I'll see you next time we uncover more old handwritten recipes. Be blessed.